On this audio, you'll have the opportunity to hear the amazing story of CJ and Tori Czencz as they tell how their whole life changed in 90 days using the new bioactive system. Listen now as they are inspiring others to do the same.
It's a pleasure to be able to share our story. Obviously, we're super excited about everything that's going on, but we're incredibly excited about the body composition change that has happened in our life, just a lifestyle change all the way around. And, I'll start back when in January, my doctor had told me that I was facing a very serious health challenge and basically told me I needed to change my life. And, it took a little bit for that to sink in, and I realized that I had to make that change. And I've done so many diets. I knew that I had to lose weight, and I've done so many diets, pill diets, and shake diets, and chemical diets, you name it, I've tried it. And, they'd work for a minute, and I'd lose weight, and then the minute I stopped, or even during the process, all of a sudden I'd start gaining weight again, and I gained weight where I didn't want it, and more than I wanted in the first place. And I was at a loss of what to do. So I did the only thing I knew how to do at the time, and that was to eat more sensibly and try to get some exercise in. And it was strenuous. It was so hard to get there. And I feel so fortunate because we were introduced to Miranda Bioactives in March, at the very beginning of March. And Tori and I, we looked at everything over. It took 2 days to research it because, frankly, to me at that point, it was just another system or another diet. And they were making a claim that it wasn't a diet. Well, after we researched it, we realized that, one, this wasn't a diet, and two, that Miranda Bioactives was really onto something, and we didn't quite know what, but we just had that feeling that this was going to be different. And so we got in, and wow, I had no idea just how different it was and the impact it would make in my life. And it was so easy, because we followed the plan to a T, and we incorporated exercise. And at first the exercise was hard just because we were so overweight, but each day it kept getting easier and easier. And then April came around, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "What are you doing?" And so I tell him about Max, and I tell him about the FIT program and everything, and he looked at me and he says, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's working." And, excuse me, that was the green light. And I haven't looked back. And we joined that challenge, and I took the challenge incredibly serious because my health challenge was serious. And I had a why on why I wanted to get healthy, why I wanted to do this, and that was for my family and kids, and I was able to do it, and it just kept getting easier and easier. And the next thing I know, Miranda's asking us for our final pictures, and the challenge seemed to go by, so fast, it didn't even seem like it was the 90 days. But we had sent in our pictures, and it wasn't a week later that they called us and told us that we were the group champions. And in that 90 days, I had lost 53 pounds, 51 inches off my body. I went from a size 46 jean to a 36 at that time. And now, we stayed on the challenge. Even though the challenge is over, we just kept using the system because we believe in it, and it's our lifestyle now. And now I'm in size 34s. I've dropped another 16 pounds from the challenge time to now, and it's so exciting. But I'm going to stop right there just for right now, and I just want to introduce you to my better half, the one that really kept me going through all this and lifted me up when I didn't feel like I could, and that's my wife, Tori.
Thank you, guys. It's truly my pleasure. Miranda and the FIT system is something that CJ and I are very, very passionate about. It's completely flipped our world upside down for the better. It's given our lives back. It's given us hope. It's given us a chance to inspire those people who don't think that there's anything out there, to show them that there is, and it does work, and they can change their life. So thank you for having me. And I think CJ, pretty much summed up. But for me, when we started the challenge, I started about a week and a half or so after CJ, mainly because I wanted to see if it worked. I was in the same position. I tried everything, diets, pills, starvation diets, Hollywood diets, you name it, and I did it. I've been overweight my whole adult life, and I used to be a smoker, smoked for 15 years, and I have 3 beautiful kids. But with each of those children, I gained over 100 pounds apiece, and I'm 5'3", and so adding an extra 100 pounds on the bigger frame that I already had, it wrecked my body. So the pounds just kept coming on. It didn't matter what I tried to eat differently or to exercise. It seemed like I could just look at food and gain weight. So I knew that Miranda was different. I knew the FIT system was different than anything I had seen, and it was just my hope that it would work the way that they were claiming it was going to work. I actually, at the beginning of March, the very beginning of March, I was 225 pounds. I was on a ton of medications for just obesity in general. I wore size 24 pants. I was miserable. My body hurt. I couldn't go out and do things with my kids. And it got to the point where my children had asked me, "Mommy, we didn't know that you had another baby in your tummy." And I had a hysterectomy in October, and there's no more babies coming out of me, but my tummy looked like I was 7 months pregnant because it was so big. So I decided to do the challenge on the 23rd. And on the 23rd, I weighed in at 217. I was still wearing a size 24 because when I was 225, they were digging into my stomach. So at 217, they actually fit me. CJ and I, we got our food journals together, and we went on the Fit Tools on the website, and we just planned out our meals, and we said, we're going to do everything to the T. We're going to eat lean. We're going to eat clean foods. We're going to do this because this is our last chance. So we followed the program, and it was so easy. With Fit, it incorporates into what you're already doing. We noticed that through our journey so far, with Fit, we don't crave the fatty, greasy foods anymore. We want salads and fruit and chicken, and lean meat is what we crave. And before it was fast food, and more calories the better is how it used to be. But our life has definitely changed. On the end of the challenge in June, I weighed in at 161. And I had lost 51 pounds in 90 days. I had lost 49 inches throughout my entire body in 90 days. And I've gotten my life back in 90 days. And that's not something that I never thought that was going to happen. Since then, I weighed in at 161 for the challenge, and I weighed in this morning at 152. I was in a size 24 pant size, and I'm now in a size I fit in a 10-12. I haven't done that since high school. And CJ and I are able to ride bikes. We're able to jog. And most importantly, we've passed on our eating habits and the fit lifestyle down to our kids. And they are eating healthier. We're showing them great ways to make good food, and it's fun for them, and it's new things that we're trying every day. I owe my life to Miranda and the Fit Body Composition. CJ and I both do. Without the system, without the system, CJ and I would still be wrecks. And we have a life to look forward to now. And our motto kind of is, we don't live to eat, we eat to live. And that wasn't how it was 4 or 5 months ago. We would be eating breakfast and while we were eating, we would talk about what we were going to have for lunch. And we feel more healthy than ever. Our kids are able to wrap their arms around us now. We're able to do things with them. And we're able to set an example and be an inspiration to our kids. You know, I thought I was going to lose my husband just because of our weight. It just kept going downhill. And with Max and the Fit Body Composition System, our lives are changed forever. So, thank you guys again for listening to our stories.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And, you know, it's the response that we've gotten that it's really overwhelmed us, and we decided to put ourselves out there because we can't share this success or keep this success to ourselves. We have to share it with everybody, because if we could do it, anybody can do it. And Tori and I have dedicated our life to presenting this and inspiring other people to follow their dreams, regardless of what it is, whether it's going to be in business, whether it's in fit, whether it's in thrive, or just health. We want to be there because we've been in the position that they are now, and we can walk with them and guide them through everything and get them to where they want to be. That's our goal now.
For more information on this new Fit Bioactive system and how you too can benefit, get back with the person who gave you this information as soon as possible. Thank you.